guys, forgive me, my office still is not built. As you guys know, I have been pretty much working through the mess. For those of you who didn't believe me, check it out. So, you know, it just is what it is at this point. I should have put the camera on the other side, but hello. Oh, let me log into. I'm not going to be answering questions because this is for. Well, I'm not going to be answering too many questions because this is for 5 accidentally. I got a cat hair or something on my lip. Slip up and say their names. If you are the private client and you are watching this, you guys know we keep this to ourselves. So I won't be answering too many questions, but I'll try to answer some because, as I always say, if my hands are typing, if my eyes are reading, they're not working. So, but if you, I'm on my way to work. Hope I can see the video again later. Yeah, hey Bella, hey girl. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. Hey Stacy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log into my YouTube from a different profile, and if I can figure out how, and watch my my comments that way. Yep, Bella, I'm gonna come and watch yours too. I've just been like ripping and running and all day. Thank you, love. I don't even remember this password. Let's see if I can remember it. Ooh, I thought I got lucky. Okay, and the way that I work, you're gonna see tonight is just the way that I work. You're gonna see me get up and down a lot. So if that frustrates you, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm gonna do this as quickly as possible. I don't know how to find my own channel. Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna try and do this as quickly as possible. Echo. Okay. So I turned the volume off on here. So you guys let me know, is there still an echo? Okay, cool. Ooh, you guys know I do not like a sideways shot. Let me tell you, my side profile is not cute. The rest of me is though, so this is red. If this is red, okay, nope, I'm good. Okay. I want to do this with different, but I'm just gonna. For those of you watching, I have 2 people who we are doing engagement work. Two people who are doing reconciliation work. One, that's not a cute circle. One person who is doing, it's like a fix it type situation. And if I go quiet, I'm sorry, it's just that I focus. And usually when I'm working, I listen to music. But because, you know, this is YouTube and they have copyright laws, we're just going to be like quiet losers, okay? And I'm sorry if you can't really see much of me. I have no problem showing my face. It's just I want you to see this versus me because it's not really about me. So not listening to music while, ooh, shit. Not listening to music while working. Very strange. Because, you know, music is not just for entertainment, especially in the ATRs. Music brings rhythm. Rhythm brings certain vibrations. What type of music you're listening to. So, I like to listen to music so that I can get my vibrations right, you know what I mean? But it isn't necessary, because there have been times where I've had to do some quick work while I'm in a funny location, and I was not able to, you know, have music on. Yeah, it does. So let me see. I can't leave YouTube to, actually, hold on, y'all. Man, my phone is on top of it. Now, I'm not doing all 5 people tonight. Okay. I'm not doing all 5 people tonight because the person whose situation is much different from these 4 people, I would much rather talk to them one more time for the minor details, because with the pumpkins we do bigger work, something that I'm going to, I assemble it tonight and I work it tonight and then I keep feeding it. So it really kind of, everything needs to be right as it's going into the pumpkin. Because once I fill it up with everything, it's not gonna be possible for me to like start taking things out of it. So I would just rather, you know, better safe than sorry. And I'm glad that I bought these pumpkins ahead of time, because if you've never carved a pumpkin with everyday kitchen tools, these type of pumpkins, not the big orange ones, these are actually very different. They're very hard. These pumpkins are over a month over a month old almost, and they're still very hard. So they do take some time to soften up just so you can cut into them. So I wanted to get them ahead of time, and I'm glad I did. And I'm hoping that they don't give me... God damn, this pumpkin is big. I'm still... And I'm hoping that they don't give me too much trouble. I'm trying to carve. Yeah, they're hard. Like, they don't give at all. So luckily, and you know, my butcher set is actually at the other house. So I'm stuttering because I'm actually really tired. But we have a long night with this. I'm gonna move as quickly as possible. This is for reconciliation and the markings. For reconciliation and protection. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yes, Mama. Oh, Saya, don't. Yes, Mama. That's not great, but you know. Okay, good. Oh, I don't want to crumble that up. I needed that. Be right back. Actually, I really don't have to, but I'm going to. Oh, I should know where my other, I should know where my grinding stick was. I lost it. I kind of lost it in the move. Like I have this one, but I hate this one. It's not like the little stick I used to have for the red brick powder, but this one sucks. It's okay. Let's see if I can. You know what? First time you did me decent. First time you did me decent. Let this chair up. There's just no clean way to do it. There really isn't. That's why I always tell you guys, like, whenever I see like these really cute photos on Instagram and on Facebook, and it confuses me. I need to stand up for this. on my face. If you do decide to do this, be very mindful of your fingers and be mindful of getting too close to the edge. You'll know why later. The reason why I like these pumpkins is they are so sweet. Like, I know a lot of people think pumpkins are just kind of sweet anyway, but whoop, shit. Hold on, you guys. Let me know if this rotates with... Never mind. Maybe I could just get it down a little bit lower. Let's see if I can put you down here. Ooh. I really need to move this printer. There we go. There we go. The reason why I like these pumpkins is that they're actually much sweeter than the big yellowish traditional looking pumpkins. Like, these are actually closer to like melons. It smells like, gosh, how would I describe this? It smells more like a cantaloupe. Ah, fuck. No, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. It smells like a cantaloupe. And it's my butcher set. You have to be careful not to cause any breakage around this outside. You need it to stay as intact as possible. Beautiful seeds. And I don't throw any of this away. I keep all of this stuff, these seeds, these fibers, all of it. Up a little bit. I wonder if I can like, there we go. And I actually don't need the inside to be, ooh, these are great. These are beautiful. I actually don't need the inside to be perfectly empty either. It's actually good if there's some entanglement within the pumpkin, because it allows a little bit of natural binding to be included in the work just by nature, right? I also don't remove all of the seeds, because seeds represent possibility. Seeds represent possible progress. I don't want to keep too many because I don't want them floating, but I'm not overly anal about that. So this is good for me. I would check for holes. You would see them on the outside, but sometimes not. But this is how I like for it to look. There you go. Oh, Oh, this one is hard. Oh, fuck. Okay, this one's gonna get on my nerves. I don't have one in... Oh, shit. Messed up my circle. I don't have on a bra. And you guys, I'm actually left-handed, so if this looks awkward, it's because it feels awkward because I'm doing it with my right hand. Because I have to hold it with my left hand. Ah. Whoo! Yeah, see? You have to be careful. Whoa, okay. I want to come to this other. You have to be careful with these pumpkins. They're really not so friendly, to be honest. Aw, it's popping right up for me, and there I was talking shit. Fibrous. Look how pretty that is. Try to find the camera. Look how pretty. Oh, I have something sticky. If you feel something sticky, that usually means something's leaking. Maybe, maybe not. It might just be from my hands touching so many other things. Ooh. And you see how this opening is? I'm actually going to have to cut some more because what we're going to put in here needs to be able to move around. But don't make the walls thin at all. I mean, not that this is a tutorial. This is actually just for the clients who this is for. I wanted them to be able to see, because I like providing my clients with visuals. It makes it more real to them, you know. It lets them see that this isn't something that's just if you really know what you're doing. Snap your fingers and it's done, or you just light a candle and no, you have to put your back into it sometimes, you know. It's a whole process. We haven't even done shit but put the assemblage on it and fucking open the thing up. I kind of want to open this some more, but I also don't want to push my luck. And see, the thing is, I can't put my hand in the way of this knife. But because I'm left-handed and I can't put my hand in the way of this knife, I can't really hold the pump, and I can't really hold it like I need to. I'm actually ambidextrous, but I tend to write more with my right hand and work more with my left. you know, just an everyday mundane things. But about being ambidextrous for a lot of us, it's not that everything feels equal in both hands, is that everything feels wrong in both hands. Nothing's gonna be okay. And for those who are wondering, because it's always a question, especially within hoodoo, does it have to be pretty? No. To be honest with you, very little of my work is pretty. Very, very, very little. It's not about being aesthetically pleasing. It's about it being done properly. It's about it working. Okay, so I got to wash my hands because that is my everyday sugar. Actually, I can do this first. Okay. So, I'll be right back. All right. One of my favorite parts before we start sweetening it up, we have laid some protection. We have carved it out. Turn this fan off. We have made it clear what these pumpkins represent, what we are protecting them against. I know you guys don't know because I'm not going to tell you, because it includes, of course, you know, the names of the clients and the situations. So now we're going to smoke it out. A lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, maybe some people don't know, like the use of cigars in hoodoo, or at least for my family. We use this to, almost as an incense, right? In the sense that we use the smoke to clear something out. Same ideology behind sage and things of that nature. The cigar does the same thing. The cigar is full of ash. The cigar is full of, excuse me, natural herbs and such, and so that's just what it does. Y'all know I got asthma. Let's see if I should bring it down a little. In these cigars, these Garcia y Vega cigars, they're nice because they're kind of pre-hold. Pre-hold. But because of that, sometimes they don't actually smoke too well or blow. Sometimes they do great, sometimes they. So you have to get it really hot. I prefer an open-ended cigar for this, but the only other open-ended cigar I have is with my Lucero, and I'm not taking it from him. I'm not taking nothing from him. Some of that pumpkin has like stuck to my thumb. It's like super glue. Alright, no one should ever take anything from Lucero. Now I could cut the end of this cigar, but I like smoking it like this. So I'm not going to do that. Now comes the messy part. Ooh, I hate this jar. Okay. I prefer dark honey over like the light honeys. There's so many different types of honey. Sunflower honey, and how do you say it? Tupelo honey, or however the fuck you say it. I have so many, especially from like the Savannah honeybee, or whatever it is. I like the dark honey because it's sickeningly sweet. It's sickeningly sweet. Like, you can't put this shit in your tea. You really can't. my hand again? Actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. Wash my hand again. So maybe like a few people who always ask me why my nails are never done will see this video and they'll understand. They'll come to understand and they'll come to appreciate that for a group work, in my opinion, I'll just say me, for me to have my nails done would be a tremendous waste of money. I've tried it, believe me. You know what, as I'm doing this, I want to just give you guys like a little note of advice. When it comes to this type of hoodoo, people who say, oh, I only use top grade premium products. I only use the best sugar. I only use the best. I only use the best. Let me tell you something, that's bullshit. You don't have to use the best of anything. You just have to use what's going to get it done. As long as it's real, you know, you don't have shelf alcohol, it's not going to matter. Spirit doesn't care about that shit. Like, if you're using something that you're not feeding them with, they don't care. As long as it's real, like real sugar, real honey, you don't have to have, because let me tell you, I have honey that's $200 and I have honey that's $1. I have honey that's $7, you know? The 200 and 100, and if you don't believe me, you can go to savannahbee.com and you'll see it. The honey that's that price, I'm not using it for hoodoo. I'm eating that shit. I'm eating that shit and it's going on altars. I'm not going to use that in a spell. That would be such a waste. I have to wash my hands again. And for those of you who may be wondering why I have to wash my hands so much, is because all of the herbs, I'll lift up for a second, all of the herbs that I use in my personal conjure, I also sell, so I have to make sure that I don't contaminate it with honey and sugar and sticky shit, because I can't sell that, you know? So I have to be careful now. If you're someone who doesn't have like a whole store behind it, I mean, I would just dip, you know? But, because I have to be mindful that people like to sue, I can't just do what I want to do. Why did I skip so many pages? Okay, so this is for her. So, consider reconciliation. In here, and for those of you who are like, sometimes you ask me for hoodoo working advice. My advice is almost always gonna suck when you say, what ritual can I do? Because my answer is gonna be very general, like, I'll do a money spell, I'll do a whatever. I don't have like a set of workings, like a standard working that I do. This is what I do. I sit here, like, I know how to prepare my pumpkins, but you see each pumpkin is different. For the markings on the outside, this is a base, you know? For this situation, as with all of them, when you come to me, even all of this shit was pre-planned. Not every pumpkin spell I do in the future are gonna have these markings or this stuff inside. It just so happens that I have a lot of people who are facing, for this group of clients, they all seem to be facing the same thing. But this is what I do, you know, I prepare my base. I come over here, I say, okay, reconciliation. What herbs do I need? And oils. What is the name of that fucking thing? This is why it's so important for you to get to know your herbs. So that when it's time for you to do something and to create something, the knowledge is here. You know, I'm pointing at my big forehead. The knowledge is in your mind. So you don't have to like go and find and look for a book and turn pages. Like, you just sit and you create it. I might scratch this. I woke up to use the bathroom and saw the notification. Hey, girl. I'm moving as like quickly as I can, but this might still take a while. But I'm gonna save the video no matter how terrible I look, because you know, I can't worry about being cute. I want some hydrogen too, because they are a little bit. I also want some water association. Or no, I like them. I want something associated with binding, cleansing, growth, luck, water, romance. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, no, I'm running out of that. Y'all will be mad if I listen. Okay, you guys, real quick. For those of you who were worried about bewitching oil, the material that I needed for bewitching oil, I found some more. I found some more. I contacted the provider and I bought his entire inventory. So I'm gonna include some of that. Nah, cause y'all were definitely like, oh bitch, and I was definitely like, oh bitch. And what's the number on this one? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like that number. Okay, so this is gonna be for sticky. I really dislike being sticky. Ooh, where's my cup? let me do my little shopping room. Where's my Jericho? Is that Jericho? It's been a long time since I reached for this shit. I'm gonna trick this. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to tell you guys a small trick, right? Rose of Jericho, for all of those of you who are interested, I've got it. I'm going to show you a small trick. Ouch! Up. I don't know if I got that hot enough. For the Rose of Jericho, everybody's like, oh, put it in water and give it 24 hours or maybe even 2 days to make it bloom. If you make the water piping hot, I don't think I got this hot enough. If you make the water piping hot, it'll bloom within like a few minutes. So, and don't get the top of your Rose of Jericho wet, because this is a flower that will mold very quickly. You really only want to get the bottom of it wet, but since I'm going to keep this one as like my personal for workings and stuff, I had one. I don't know where it went. But if you just want to trick it, put it in really hot water. This water isn't hot enough. But I'm going to have to get this water a little bit hotter. Hold on. It's moving, just not fast enough. Get a bigger ball. So while that water is getting hot, I'm going to go ahead and keep collecting my other herbs. I'm going to put this one off to the side a little bit. Clove! Clove! Clove, where are you? Sticky again, aren't you? Yep. What else do I want to put in here? Or something. Oh, hey honey, it's you. Where is you? Let me see what we have This is how we work. Every single day, she always ends up in here. I don't mind an extra number. What was it? See, this is already opening up. Oh, let me get the other water. Oh! Ow! Ow! I know, honey. I literally need like one stick of this, and we've got to go through the whole rigmarole. Right? Yep, there it goes. Let's see. Right, where is this bag? I don't think I put it in. Okay, let me think. Think. What did the container? Got it. I hope I'm not boring you guys. It's really not exciting work. And actually, I'm going to add some of this to yours too. A lot of this to there. It's not exciting work, you guys. A little bit nasty. Okay, see, I was thinking about scratching it and I can't find it, so it wasn't meant to be. Okay. Hurry up. Ah, I touched it. No biggie. I would like to know what my other scoops went. I'm really interested in knowing where the foot. I'm also going to add some of this to yours. Double doses. We'll just took the other bowl of water out of here. Some of that dick action. You guys can't actually see. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Champ. Yeah. See, I have some. Ouch. Everything at this point has to go inside. Can't use my left hand for that. You know, hoodoo, for the most part, is tedious rather than difficult. So you can see why, you guys can see why I said music helps. But the way YouTube is set up these days, I don't need the weekend talking about, I'm suing you. Ooh, ooh. Did I type that? What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. Hey! You made it, girl! Now I need ¿Dónde es mi nivel? Where are my needles? Where are my needles? Where are they? I put my hand up there again. So we're just gonna lay this in here since I don't know where my needles are. Ooh, gushy. Gushy is good. So, We're gonna go outside now. Let me see what percentage. Oh, look at a good percentage. All right. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Excuse the mess. Y'all know what to do. Oh, excuse me. Alright, kind of like trying to make this. So, remember what I told you about the rose of Jericho? Bam! All 5 minutes. This is all I needed. Okay. So I'm going to take you guys, along with this pumpkin, outside. The view may not be great. Sorry. My teeth look nice and white on here. Now, don't be all nosy in the background. Y'all just look at the pumpkin. Nosy heifers. Oh, my phone is falling. Okay, honey, yep. Okay. Whoops. Saya. I haven't swept out here yet. Again. Don't be looking at my bedroom. My bed isn't made. Hold on, Saya. You're okay. You can stay out here for a second. Oh, I should not drag it like that. Hold on, let me get the oil. Now this is not the oil that I use for conjure oils. You use regular vegetable oils when you're making lamps. And essentially, what we've done here tonight is make a lamp. I don't know if I can like turn. Okay, I can. I'm an idiot. Oh, that's so much better. Now what I'm hoping is that I didn't put too much herbs because I got a little bit overzealous there. Bug. Get the fuck away. Can you guys still hear me? I have no idea if like my internet connection changes when I go outside. So if you can still hear me, say yes, no. Well, if you say no, that means you can hear me, right? Okay, cool. Thank you, Stacy. I have some water out here. Drink this. And everything inside is going to start moving around. Two people, two flames. And there we have it. And I'll feed this and work it for days and days and days. That's good. More things are going to go in here. Like every working that I do for these two people is going to end up inside of this lamp, including the chicken hearts, which I'll probably do that tomorrow because my November people also start tomorrow. So the chicken hearts, the what was the other things? I can't think of it. My brain is fried. You know, I always wonder how these little things stay lit since they burn so fast, but we'll see. Because it's not like you can scoot it up more later, right? Because it's burning, so I'll refresh the wicks as they need it. We have one more to do. Would you guys, oh, you see how everything starts moving? We have one more to do. I put these on this balcony beside my bed because it is something that is on fire. So I need to be able to watch it. That's also why I have it against this red brick wall. When I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, this is my place. This is the place to move, because it had the, you know, two balconies and the red brick, and for other reasons too. But would you guys hate me if I took like a smoke break? Would you guys hate me? I'll make it fast. I'm gonna stay on here and answer your questions. What is that cat doing? Saya! What are you doing back there, honey? Being rambunctious. Okay, so you guys can look at this for a second while I go and get my cigarettes. Ooh, and my socks. It's cold out here. day, you guys. I'm back. I got my cigarette. Do you guys have any questions? It can be about this or anything else. I don't mind. You guys like my big Hawaii chair? I saw this, I think I saw this. I don't know. I can't remember where I found this chair, but we used to have so many of them when we lived in Hawaii. It just reminded me of home. No, one of the military homes anyway. So do you guys have any questions? Today was like such a long... You want to come out here? Look at her. Come on. Oh, I think I'm blocking the door. Come on. It's been such a long day. I still have orders to do. I still have one more pumpkin to bring out here to dress. The shop is coming along nicely. It's gonna be ready for next week. The monthly mojo bags are gonna be ready. Everything's coming along slowly but surely. That's how cold it is out here. I can see my breath. This isn't the cigarette. I just have hot breath. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get it. Ooh, I'm excited to get it launched finally and give you guys the things you need, the things you want. Everything that's going to be on the site for the launch is not everything that's going to be on the site. Because if I did that, I would be in the same position that I've been in for a while now. Is because I always create something new, and that's what's taking me, to be honest with you guys. Always creating something new and be like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's the work, and then testing it out, and then so I'm gonna put all of my pre-existing stuff on there. Well, not all of it, but most of it, the stuff that's most useful to you guys immediately, like herbs and oils and ready-made stuff, the bath and body stuff, and in a note on that, because somebody did ask me the other day if the stuff I was going to make was going to be like another person on Instagram. The bath and body stuff will of course have your mundane, meet those mundane needs like moisturizing your skin, but that's not the point of it. The point of nothing on there is to smell good, and not even the incense. You know, it all has a hoodoo and magical purpose, every single thing. So I do not aim to just create a market product. You can get that shit anywhere, you know. I aim to create products that you can use magically and spiritually with hoodoo and all of those. Cigarettes going out. All of those things. Yep, it'll be ready for Christmas. I'll have some Christmas sets available, not a whole lot, because I will have just done the monthly Mojo bag, but there will be some nice pairings. There's gonna be some nice pairings on there at a, like, you know, a slightly better price. Everything like the cost of stuff, you as a small business owner, and as a small business owner who has it, quote unquote has it. I don't have it like big multinational companies, of course. It's just me, but I've been blessed. Like, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but my hoodoo shop is 100% funded from my tarot readings. And so I'm really proud of that. It's 100% funded by just my tarot readings. So it took some time, but it took some money. Shit. But I'm proud of that. So when I see people who are like, oh, $2 tarot reading, I'm like, where are you gonna go with that? But I also keep in mind, I judge, but I also keep in mind that not everybody is trying to meet the same needs that I'm meeting for not just myself but you guys, to really have, as best as I can, provide a one-stop shop for your conjure needs. Because I'm just like y'all. I get tired of having to go to 16 different websites to get what I need for like one or two rituals, and then the prices are like up there. And even like the amount of herbs, very few people need, this much herb, like a pound of like a pound of cloves or a pound of anything. Very few people actually need that. But what they do is they buy that pound of something. They buy that pound of something, and I mean, they do what is normal and necessary to run a marketplace. But they do it to the point where the profit is astronomical. When you can have great profit without overcharging. There's a lot of overcharging in this industry, and I aim to not do that by giving you just options, because I have the samples that are like $1, and then this much I don't charge by like the ounce, because I'm not about to sit there and measure. I'm not gonna do that. So you literally see how much is in this bag, what this bag looks like. If that's good for you, cool. You don't need to spend $50 on a pound of anything if you're not like a professional worker. Because then with that $50, you could have gotten herbs and candles and oils and fabric and store to store to store. And at the end of the day, you're still not really happy with what you found. So like with crystals, I don't use crystals ever. But so many people are like, oh, can you please have it on your site? I provide that to you. But guess what? Crystals that you would go and pay $100 and some for, you're gonna pay $40 for me, because chances are I paid $5 for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not robbery. Some people, their prices get to robbery prices, but it's just how the marketplace goes. But the good thing about when you become your own marketplace, you can save people hundreds of thousands of dollars while still making yourself hundreds and thousands of dollars. That's just my personal opinion on it. So some people agree, some people won't. I don't care either way. It's like so peaceful out here. I'm still looking for spiders. Y'all know this bitch don't fuck with no spiders. So it's exciting. It's stressful, but it's necessary. I'm one of those people who, root work is within my skill set, and I'm very good at it. It was literally my calling. Let me tell you, I don't mind telling you guys, I tried to do everything else before root work. I had a very successful business technology company before this. It started stressing me out. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to go and finish med school. I'm going to go be a surgeon for the Army. Did that. Tried that. Every time I went to go and sign my contract, I got into a accident. And the way spirit works and the way spirit speaks is they'll put you in circumstances, right? And I had a reading by a good friend of mine, and he was like, no, you're going to end up having to be a full-time root worker, and you're going to end up having the store, you're going to end up doing this and that. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with that. And here I am, 4 years later, here I am. And so, and a lot of these people on social media, and this may very well be their story, this may very well be how they feel, like, oh, this is my calling, and this is what I was always meant to do, and I'm so happy, and I love it, this is what I always wanted to do, and I'm sorry, but I call bullshit. I do. Because to be a root worker is not a glamorous thing. It's not. You take on the problems of other people every single day. Every single day, all day long, I talk to people about their problems. And I'm happy to do it in that I'm helping people, because I've always wanted to help people. I've always wanted to heal people. Granted, I wanted to do it through institutional medicine as a doctor, surgeon, right? But the type of surgery I was going to be doing, my people were either already on the table, sick and dying, or they were already dead. Doing autopsies and biopsies, surgical pathologists, dealing with diseases, and removing the organs and studying those diseases and offering information that leads to a diagnosis. So, I tell people, not all people who answered the calling were like extremely happy to do it. I wasn't. I have grown into it, yes. And I'm happy to help people, yes, and I enjoy helping people, but I'm like, fuck, I would love to clock the fuck in and ignore everybody and do my job. I can't do that. I am going to take all my water and put it outside. This water is so good. All right, y'all, let's do this other pumpkin, because I know you guys are tired. And I is too. Don't be all up in my background. Don't be all up in my background. Why y'all up in my background? Excuse my nipplage. Gotta wash my hands. Too hard. That's the key phrase. Too hard. I don't mind. It is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna bring it on back down. Back down. Tie it around. So. For my marriage people, hey, my marriage people. Okay, so that would be A-N and M-A. Ooh! M-A-N-A-M. And, let me hold tight that name. S-P and A-M. This one is for you guys. I gotta use my right hand. And these papers, they're petitions. I know you guys ask often, oh, what kind of paper can you use for a petition? Does it have to be brown paper bag? No, it doesn't. I have a lot of brown paper bag, but it's not like a critical aspect. You use what you have. If you can write on it, shit, I don't care if it's a bubblegum wrapper. You can write on it, it will get the job done, I promise you. This pumpkin smells so good. And if you're wondering what the twine is all about, this is the binding aspect, along with the herbs and the fibers of the pumpkin, which is why I left that at the core. Right, right. Bam, bam. And you just simply, let me see if I can angle this in a good way for you. Find some of those fibers. You know what, it'd be easier if I just turn this around. Ooh, hello, double chin. Okay. Oop, oop, oop. Hold on, I gotta tighten up my tripod. Find some of those fibers and slide that bitch right on in. Slide that bitch right on in there. And that is what will keep it in place. So one of you who want some? Ooh, that looks like a good spot. My twine is all a twinkle. Hey, honey. You know what's funny though? Even though I never get my nails done, honestly, the fact that I have my hands in so many different roots and herbs and natural material is actually what makes my nails grow long. Did I tie that? Oh, no, I did not. Okay, hold on. There we go. What the fuck? Oh, okay, there we go. Let me lift you up just a little bit. If you're wondering, this is bone from a bull. It was like shaped like a wishbone, so I kept it. It's treated me very well. These, of course, are eggshells. I always keep my eggshells aside to dry. And, of course, a wishbone that I also grind up and use. You don't have to break the wishbone in order for it to work. Ooh, shit, it is 3:29 a.m. Is that right? Is that the right time? 3:29 a.m. East Coast people? Well, yeah, that would be right. Yeah, don't worry, we are almost done, I promise. And maybe like when people see this also they'll understand, oh, why does my order take so long? It's like this no matter what I'm making. I don't care if I'm making oils. I don't care if I'm making candles. It's a very slow and decisive process. Focus my camera a little bit. And we're gonna stick you guys right up in. There we go. There we go. Okay, so marriage. I added the ding ding root. I want to keep. Oh, why? I'm always looking for you. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna start walking around. Oh, what was the other one I put in there? Okay. You light up my life. Woo! Whoa! Almost dropped my whole. Oh, there's my bug spray. Jack be nimble. Jack be quick. Jack jump over a cinnamon stick. Something for road opening, because that's like a whole new direction in life, right? Marriage. Excuse all my throats. What about you? one para you. Oh, shit. Almost forgot. Thank you for remembering. Allow me to give you guys a bit of advice. For those of you who have parents, grandparents, whatever the hell, if they try to give you their wedding rings, like they want to pass it down to you, but their marriage was not successful, and you know, a successful marriage is many things. It could be many things. For example, my parents are no longer married, but their marriage was very successful. They are still best friends. We still do everything together. They know each other's mates. They're best friends. They still go on trips together. They talk to each other every single day. So, in terms of what it is, it's a very successful marriage. But if you are not looking for that type of marriage, you're looking for something that is that, but also to remain married, you should not accept their wedding rings when they're being passed down. I'm sorry, I forgot you guys can't see what I'm doing. You guys should not accept their wedding rings if they try to pass them down to you, like my parents tried to do. I was like, oh, thank you, but no. Because you have to be careful of the energy that surrounds those two talismans. Wedding rings are talismans. And while I love and respect my parents' relationship, like, believe me, if I can get it half as good, I will be a very happy person. However, that is not exactly how I would want my marriage to go, right? So I did not accept those wedding rings. I handed it right on back with my reasons why, and they understood. Because I don't guarantee a lot of magic. However, I can almost guarantee that, you know. If you do not want that energy or those type of situations, and let me tell you, my parents, in my entire life, I've only ever seen them argue once. And I can, like, remember it down to the day because it's just something that did not happen in my family. Arguing, raising voice. I've never heard my father call my mother out of her name, ever. I've never heard, well, that ain't true. My mom has called my dad out of his name, but not in no serious terms. She's like, oh my God, today your dad was such a bitch, you know? Which I don't like it, and I tell her, you know, I don't like that. Even though she's just playing. But, like, I've never heard my mom call my dad no nigga or nothing like that, ever. Never heard my dad call my mom a bitch, ever. I've never heard them scream. I've never heard them yell at each other. But this day, they had an argument. And because it just never happened in our family like that, like, they used to discuss. And we saw that. But the one day they got into like a heated argument, disagreement, it stuck with me because it just wasn't something that happened in our family. And even then it was, oh shit, and even then it was communication. They were upset now. But, I hate doing things with my right hand. They were upset. But even still, at their most upset, I still did not see them disrespect one another. And I think there's a lot to be said for that. Let me tell you, I dated somebody once who called me a bitch. I was like, who knew? You gotta go. Did I fuck this up? Okay, let's try it this way. Conjure is very scientific. Well, should be very scientific, very mathematical, and that what you do to one side, you must also do to the other. And as you can see, it can be very annoying and very tedious, but necessary. Why did I make these so small? I might just have to cut another piece. I'm just gonna cut another piece because it was wonky to begin with. And you really have to like take care when it comes to the details, or at least I do. Because if I'm doing a marriage spell and the rings can't stay together, that's not great. For the reasons I just explained. Everything is symbolic, right? Oh, whew. Whew. Okay. Little spiritual thing happening with me, so so if I hit this desk, one of y'all better call Tata William. I'll just let you know. I'll just let y'all know now. If y'all see me hit this desk, y'all better call Tata William. Because the thing he warned me about has happened before. I don't know if I told him that. Yep, and I can feel it. So, shake it off. And it just so happens that the rings I'm doing right now, AM and MA, that client, this is you. So I'm not surprised based on our reading, right? But if I can't get these to stay like the other two people who I'm doing this for, I'm being careful not to say names. Theirs went flawlessly. But AM and MA, your rings are giving me trouble. And it's hitting me with spirit. So if I can't get these to stay, we're gonna have to talk. Okay. All right. Let's see. What am I forgetting? All right. That's what I want to put in there. Vita. Let me put my little rub back. Ouch, fuck. Put my robe back on. Get our little dooflickies. And let's pick up our vessel carefully. We're gonna go. Here we go now. Oh, almost walked right through the screen. Okay, gonna put you guys down here. Don't worry, I'll fix the angle in a minute. Okay. Ooh, oh. Wait a minute, I got one missing. Where did it go? Oh. move you guys around a little bit so I can. There we go. Shit. You see? I hate working with my right hand. There we go. Uh-oh, low battery. Ooh, 5%. Well, let me plug this up. Or actually, let me finish. And that is that. And I'll feed these. I'll continue to put things from other workings in it. But for now, c'est fini. What do you guys think? Ouch. Alright, you guys, I'm going to have to end this because my phone is about to die and I want to make sure that this saves. So, I'll see you guys on Instagram. Bye. Oh, I don't know how to finish this.